I have a passion for songwriting, and just like comedy, you're always looking for inspiration. Same is true with songwriting. And before I sing the song, I want to give you guys the background as to why I wrote the song. In 2005, I went through a battle with cancer, and it took away my ability to have kids. Now, I got a 14-year-old son. With that said, I got a 14-year-old son. His biological dad is not in his life at all. And it gives me a chance to be a real father, and it gives him a chance to be a real son. And I'm so thankful for that. But one of my dreams in life has been always to have a little baby girl of my own. And when doctors told me that I wasn't going to be able to have kids, I was kind of crushed a little bit, Well, about 2 years ago, my brother calls me on the phone. He says, "Eric, guess what? Me and Tracy are going to have a baby." Tracy's his wife. And he was so excited. I was so excited too. A couple months later, he calls me and said, "We got the ultrasound done. We're going to have a girl." Now, this was so cool to me because this is my little brother. I only got one brother. I don't have any sisters. But this is, the closest I'm going to get in the flesh to having a little baby girl of my own. So I was excited. I was excited and really anxious. And, I couldn't wait for her to be born. And there was a slight chance that I was going to be able to get to be in a delivery room when she went into labor. And that's always been a dream because I've always wanted to experience childbirth. From the beginning, the doctor's appointments, the morning sickness. I wanted to experience morning sickness. It's crazy. But I wanted to experience it all. And being in the delivery room, that is the climax. That is the climax. So we get the call and she's going into labor. And it's a 2.5-hour drive from here to Franklin. And we got there about 10 minutes too late. They had shut the door to the delivery room. And I missed out. And so she was born and she was healthy and she was beautiful. She'll be 2 years old at the end of next month. And, I praise God for all that. But, in a small way, I was a little disappointed because I wanted to be there. Well, afterwards, me and my brother had this conversation. And I probably asked him a million questions. What was it like? What was the doctors doing? What was the nurses doing? How did you feel? I wanted to try to absorb everything I could about what happened. And so we had this amazing conversation. And then a couple months back, I couldn't sleep. I get out of bed and, how it is. You pick up the guitar and you begin to think about things. And I started thinking about this conversation. You go ahead, Chester, and start playing the music. And I started thinking about this conversation. The song came from that. And it's just about childbirth, I call it the miracle, because it truly was. Try to find pitch, excuse me. You didn't see that coming, did you?